Being on top of your game does not come without challenges. And in this video we're going to talk about how to really be on top of your game and how to use the technique that is really going to get you there. You will see that it's not so much about doing a lot of shadow work if you can rather just stick to this method. Essentially, it's about being in the moment. And I've tried to make it clear throughout a lot of videos till now how important it is to be in the moment. How being in the moment essentially means that you are yourself. And you are freedom, you are happiness. If you can truly stay in the moment, then you are free. And I'm going to show a technique that is going to be the simplest way to practice being in the moment. Essentially, what you would do and what I would recommend is to simply sit like this, close your eyes, and intend to be. Intend to be your soul self. Really recognize whether or not you are pushing and pulling with whatever things you might have given into, what things you could give into, any type of idea or concept that is present in your mind. Learn to really not care, to rather focus all your attention, all of your presence in on simply just being. And you would want to practice. Of course, you can lay down flat on your back and do this, but if you haven't tried sitting, then I really suggest that you do that. If you haven't experienced much success with that before, I still suggest you try it. And simply just be. Breathe, increase your source self connection, breathe in your source self connection, and simply just be. And if you can truly master not pushing or pulling, then you will eventually complete inner alchemy. I'm not suggesting that you just go ahead and do that if you aren't ready, but of course that is totally up to you. You will see that all of the pushing and pulling that might be going on is simply you being self-conscious about things rather than self-aware. To truly be in the moment, you want to be in a state of observing but not caring, not giving into anything. And if you can master that, then the things that you previously would be giving into are now dissolving. Those were shadows. Those were things that you gave into and surrendered your source self, presence, and energy to. You chose to do those things instead of being in the moment. So, take this practice seriously. You can't just do it once and have all the success. This is a lifestyle. To learn to simply just be and to not give into things. Learn to stay in utmost balance with all sorts of things. And you might need to clean house a little bit before you can really have success with this. And when I say that, I really mean that you might have been used to giving into a lot of things. You might want to sit like this and choose to be neutral about those things that you now feel are something that you're pushing and pulling. And as long as you sit there and keep choosing to be neutral about those things instead of giving into them, you are really cleaning up your situation. You can increase your freedom tremendously if you do this for an hour. Of course, you can lay down and do it, whatever you feel most comfortable with. But it's really about choosing to be neutral, choosing to not give in, really learning not to push or pull, and you will experience freedom and empowerment that is on the next level. And of course, you would want to keep practicing, getting to the level after that level, get to the next level. And essentially, that is what it means to be in the moment. To simply just not give in to things, to not care, to learn not to push or pull and engage, to rather be self-aware, to rather be in your source energies, be neutral, happy. And like I said, this is really a lifestyle. This isn't something you do for 1 hour a day and the other rest of the day. You let your mind run loose and you push and pull on everything you see. But to really experience success with this, I would highly recommend that you sit straight up and down like this, or of course you could lay down flat on your back and practice for a prolonged amount of time to really get yourself familiar with the experience of being, to really learn to not push or pull, learn to not fight things, learn to not give in to things, learn to really be neutral. And as you go about your day, you are really just doing the same. But since you now have practiced, you're going to be much better at it. So, if you benefited from this video, kindly consider becoming a supporter on PayPal or Patreon. Abundant thanks to you.